Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy, Sammy Rigo. Welcome to the Sammy Rigo podcast. This is another shock drop episode where we chop it up and we talk about some sports. We really get it in. So today's episode is sponsored by Georgia Educators for Equity and Justice. They are an organization dedicated to elevating the teacher profession with a special focus on creating supportive and empowering environments for Black educators. Right? Check out their stuff. I'm going to have the link in my description. And I want you to check them out. And if you're a teacher or if you are a parent, they are a great resource for you to have. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn your notification bell on. And once again, I thank you. I consider it an honor and a privilege for you to be tuned in to the Sammy Rigo podcast, man. And this shock drop, we got a cool topic. I got my boy with me, and we have a really cool topic today. Right?
Yes, sir.
So let's chop it up. So we have the problem we have with today's sports. So there was a stat that came out that talked about sports viewership being down. People are not watching sports as much as they used to. I blame it on the women. Women, I think it's y'all fault. I think y'all not letting these men watch their games in peace.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm recently married, and, you know, sometimes it'd be a fight to watch these games. No offense. Love you, baby. But listen.
I agree.
Right? Sometimes he ain't letting you watch the games. But nonetheless, I think we came up with two reasons why we say that, two questions why we think sports ain't as watched as it is. What's the first one?
So the first question is, are sports better to watch today more than before?
Sports. And we're going to focus on the main one. So basketball, football. We'll just stay with those. It's America, right? We ain't gonna do soccer here.
I don't know soccer like that.
Okay. Are they better to watch compared to before? I'm 35. I feel like I say that every episode, but I'm 35. I feel like growing up as a kid, all we had was sports. I had sports, cartoons, video games. So a lot of people aren't watching it because they're just playing games. Like some people will literally not watch sports but play 2K all day. All day.
I don't know.
People watch it all day. But I think people aren't watching it because the players are making so much money. And respect. I love, you know, I'm a bag chaser. I want these guys to get their bag. But this is so much money, bro. Like, you're in the NBA and you're making $50 million a year to play, and they just put in a rule that said you can't get an all-star, like, you can't, unless you play 75 games, right? Or 65?
65.
65?
Yeah.
So you're making $50 million to play 65 games? Like, that's not fun to watch, man. I went to the game last year. I went to a game last year. And, like, players be sitting out. You buy your ticket, you buy your little pizza at the arena, and then you get there, and it's like, oh, you're not even, like, oh, Trae Young's out. It's like players didn't sit out like that. I think now it's like, oh, I'm getting my bag. It's guaranteed. It's whatever. I'm not really tripping.
I think because they trying to prioritize their health too, which is another reason why they sitting out.
Yeah.
But I also feel as though, like, they have more free will than ever before.
The commissioner not checking nobody.
They're not.
It's a players' league.
It is.
And when it's a players' league, guess what happens? The players are like, oh, we don't want to play, or we want to play, and it's whatever.
But I also feel as though, like, you missing more than 20 games. It's crazy.
20, dog.
It's crazy.
Who do you think started that stuff?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it was Kawhi.
But you see, Kawhi's situation is
I think Kawhi just said, yo, I'm hurt. I'm not gonna hurt myself more, and let me chill. And then he kind of, I don't know, man. I honestly feel like Kawhi messed up the league, bro.
But I feel like reason Kawhi isn't the reason because the procedures, according to the
He had
sources,
surgeries.
weren't done correctly. Like Lonzo.
Yeah.
Shout out to
But
Lonzo.
those are the guys. Like those guys, if they're really hurt, I'm cool with it. If you really hurt, you can't play. Sure. But some of these other guys are just missing games. Like I remember back in the day, the Spurs used to do like they had a bunch of old players,
Mhm.
so they would just put in the injury report rest, and it's like that's cool. But think about it: if you live in San Antonio, what is there in San? No disrespect, no disrespect. I got canceled for saying bad stuff about Toronto that one time on IG. So now, whenever I talk about a city, I always say no disrespect. But if you're a San Antonio resident, right, bro, all you have is the Spurs. You work, you put some money together, you go on that app, you buy that ticket, and you go try to watch a player. You go watch the game, and then you get there Duncan sitting. You get there Ginobili sitting. You get there Parker sitting. And it's like they didn't twist their ankle, they didn't sprain their ankle, they didn't sprain their wrist, they don't got the flu. They just resting because of rest, their age.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
that's
lie to
wrong,
you.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Spurs basketball is the most boring basketball. It's just not even fun to watch. Like I get bored.
That's why this things go down. But you know why people don't want to watch, and when you talk about basketball right now, people don't want to watch basketball as much as we literally have it on in the back.
Right.
But we watch basketball. But people don't want to watch basketball no more because it's like the style of the game is so crazy too. Like I saw a stat last year with your Bulls and like Hornets.
Shout out to the Bulls.
They literally shot, was it 100 threes? Golly.
Cause of who?
It was Bulls and Hornets, but it's like,
Who changed the game?
who changed the game?
Steph Curry.
Yeah, but that's one player.
I feel like the reason why a lot
It was a lot. It was Harden too. Harden got MVPs and he was scoring and he was doing that step back, and then everybody watched that and said, "I'm gonna go do that."
I
So
agree.
I give it a Harden. Curry, there's always been small guards that's just shooting threes.
But not as much as Harden. I mean, not as much as Curry though.
He's good at it.
So because of that, not a lot of people is doing 2-pointers. They're only shooting threes. Like it was a game where
The whole NBA is like that. The whole NBA, all these guys right now, they shoot more threes than twos. There's even a website, Dunks in Threes, and it talks analytics, and it's like, yo, this is it's either the most efficient. It's Houston. Houston did that with D'Antoni. They said, hey, it's either a dunk or a three. Anything else is inefficient. And then you even see what's his face just won the championship like that. Boston just won the championship last year because they just jacked a bunch of threes. Holiday shot threes, Tatum shot threes, Brown shot threes, um, uh, 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 Porzingis shot threes. Pritchard off the bench shot threes. Their whole team shot threes, and it's like, dang, dog, like you guys literally have ruined the game for us to watch.
I just miss when players shot twos though. Like if you were down by 1, 5 seconds left.
We watched that game last year with the Miami Heat against Detroit, and it was like, yo, you're down 1, and the Heat shot 3 threes,
For what?
and you're down 1.
For
So
what?
that changed the game, and I don't like it. But when it comes to football, the part I hate, I hate that I think viewership is down. Actually, is viewership? I don't even think viewership really is down in football.
No,
I think basketball viewership is
yeah.
down. Football, the product's not as enjoyable to watch, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Football or basketball?
Football, basketball, they're not watching it because it's just a 3-point contest.
Okay.
It's a 3-point contest, dunks, layups or threes, and it's like, yo, if people feel like they can do it at the LA Fitness, they might not want to watch you do it. Right? If people feel like they can go to the park and stand really far and shoot threes and shoot 30%, like that's an inefficient brand of basketball. Ain't nobody trying to watch that. But I feel like football is tough to watch now because what they do to the quarterback, bro. Now, I'm not trying to have you kill the quarterback. I'm not trying to have you kill the quarterback. I think that Trevor Lawrence, when he tried to slide and them boys took his head off, That's out of pocket.
With all due respect, football became too soft. Too soft.
Did football become too soft?
Reason being,
Every week somebody's dying. Like somebody's on a stretcher, dog.
but my thing is, football alone is a risk. Life is a risk.
Life is a risk.
So I'm pretty
You hear
sure
that, kids? Life is a risk.
life is a risk. So my thing is, you put your life in the line to sign however much to go on a field for 48 minutes, which means you're risking yourself to one, win the game,
Yeah.
but two,
Take that money feed your family.
to feed your family.
Straight up.
No matter what.
Straight up.
So the Trevor Lawrence, that's unfortunate. But when Ray Lewis was playing,
Yeah. Sean Taylor. God bless the
Sean
dead.
Taylor,
Them boys was hitting.
they didn't.
But here's how I look at it. I don't think people care that the quarterback gets hurt.
Nobody did.
I don't care that, like, even the fan, like, you care if your quarterback gets hurt or if you got to watch a game with no quarterback. But I think the problem people have with the quarterback is it's like he can't really be touched.
That's an
And then
issue.
the problem I have is like I'll watch Josh Allen. He'll scramble, and he'll get ready to throw it. And then like somebody will grab him and the play not dead. And then he'll throw it 30 yards. And it's like first down. And it's like, Josh Allen, he's unstoppable. Look at this play. The defender's hanging on him. And he's going. And it's like, yeah, but if that same defender suplexed him and dropped him on his head, he'd be like, hey, he was down. He was down. He had to blow the way he was down. And it's like, yo, I think the defense is confused because they're like, yo,
It became a quarterback lead.
it became a quarterback league, and it's like it's 7-on-7. It's passing. It's like, yo, we just throwing the ball like whatever. And I think that's not a good thing to have because the product is showing that it's not good. It's not good. And it's cool if Mahomes does it.
But
Right.
even then,
He's the only guy I let slide
no.
because he will take the hit.
No, yes.
You know what I mean? He'll get like blasted, pow. It's like, yo, and he'll get up like, I don't know, man. I don't know the little voice he do, and he gets hurt, but he runs back. But it's like at the end of the day, some of these other guys, bro, like they're holding onto the ball too long, and then they know that they're gonna be protected by the ref,
Which is sad.
and that changes the league because it's like, yo, cool. I want to see a game 42 to 35, right? That's a good divisional playoff game.
It's a good game.
But golly, man, like how much can the offense like I swear they want it to be in the 60s. One day we're gonna have the score in the 60s.
Very soon. Very soon. Reason being because, like you mentioned, the defenders, like especially the linebackers, the DNs, when it gets to the quarterback,
They hesitate. Yeah,
hesitate.
It's a hesitation.
because they don't want to cause the quarterback to get a concussion or an ankle sprain.
Do you think? Because you know my team is the Dolphins, but we got a concussion, man.
Oh yeah,
Concussion, man.
concussion. Y'all didn't have a bad luck with quarterbacks. Remember Pat White?
He almost died on that field.
A normal play.
He almost died on that field.
Shout out to Pat White.
I thought he was gonna change the league because he had the whole wildcat. Like he was the perfect running quarterback.
West Virginia.
You know who reminds me of him? Penix Jr. Penix Jr. from the Falcons. I don't know if he's gonna be good or not, but I swear he looks like Pat White's build. And it's like, if Pat White almost died on that field, why as a team would I draft somebody that looks like? I guess now they think because you can protect them, you can.
I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of quarterbacks now scramble because, like we mentioned, it's a quarterback league.
You can
You don't
get
have to
protected.
worry about much. I mean, you're gonna get concussion, God forbid, but you'll be protected more than anything else.
Yeah,
Like the quarterback slide, and even like the whole Trevor Lawrence.
he got killed.
But even with that play, Like it wasn't as bad as I watched it in replay. It's not really that bad. It was more of a tap. But I think where it is, I think he hit his head on the ground
Yeah.
to where the guy had to apologize. And it's like players back in the day, they're not apologizing for a hit. You you scramble.
You scramble. That's your thought.
That's on you.
Yeah, that's on you. That's on you.
That's
on
what
you.
that's why I feel as though the NFL became so soft. Because like especially in Madden, hit stick.
Yeah.
How many people are hit sticking now?
In real life?
In real life.
You can't hit stick.
That's an issue.
But then again, like every time I have NFL Red Zone, right? Or I have the app that I can watch the different games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, bro, every time I scan through, somebody's laying on the field like DeMar Hamlin. Like at least every other week, somebody is sitting there injured. Like injured, like cut his helmet, like open his helmet, cut his jersey off, like put him in a stretcher, everybody take a knee, everybody pray, stop the game for 10 minutes and then go.
But
it's like, yo, at the end of the day, football is not, I want to say football is more soft. I think the quarterback position is being reffed soft, but I don't think the game is softer.
Definitely.
Because the running backs are still running hard. Joe Mixon's running hard. Bradley Chubb's not Bradley Chubb.
He always hurt. No,
he is always hurt. Nick Chubb. Saquon's running hard. Derrick Henry's running hard. These guys are running hard. Like they're McCaffrey before he got hurt this year. He was running hard. Like people run the ball hard. It's just when people say soft, the league is softer. When people say the league, I can't watch. Man, this game is soft. They're talking about the quarterback. They're not talking about like these Myles Garrett is not soft.
Yeah, but he can't.
T.J. Watt is not soft. Kyle Hamilton is not soft. Like these are tough defensive players. The Bosa brothers, they're not soft.
No way.
These guys, they're tough players. It's just when people say soft, they're talking about the quarterback. Because at the end of the day, the quarterback drops back there. He throws it, you hit him, roughing the passer. And it's like, yo, he just threw it. Like, how, you know what I mean? It's like, or he act like he going to go out of bounds, and then he slide. Or, you know what I mean? It's like, it's that, like you say, it's that guessy game. And it's like that. So it's like, I think people are just like, dog, what's the product? What's the result? Like, for the quarterback. The running back, these guys run the ball hard, and they get hit hard. So that's not soft. You know what I'm saying? It's more of the quarterback. And then if you look at basketball is more soft. That's the one that's soft.
1,000%.
Yeah, basketball's more soft because these guys, they're shooting threes all day. Like, they're not even near, like, they're not
a rim.
They're near the rim unless it's like a layup, like
but
back door.
Going for a posterize.
And then there's two things that messed up basketball. That short corner three.
Okay.
That PJ Tucker three.
Yeah.
That messed up the game. And then the dunker spot. Like,
yeah.
The dunker spot is between the lane and the three on the baseline. Like that little dunker spot kind of messed up the league because it's like all the scheme is around those two spots. All of the NBA right now is a 1-4 pick and roll, high pick and roll, and then those guys just sit in their corners and it's like swing out to the three. And guys will have an open mid-range, and they'll give it up, and they'll go. And I think that's a softer league. And then you got centers who used to be tough. When I was a kid, I used to watch the Davis brothers. I used to watch Shaq. Even Dwight. Shout out to Dwight.
Shout out to Dwight.
Even Dwight was tough. You had
Orlando Dwight.
What other centers were in the league at the time? You had Alonzo Mourning. You had Ewing. You had... Even though Goskis was kind of tough.
Yeah.
Like, you had tougher centers. God bless Mutombo. He was there. Like, you had tough centers, and, they bang. Like, there was tougher players. Now you got Karl Anthony Towns. And it's like, he's just trying to shoot the three.
The lead changed.
Gobert is like, he let Draymond just choke him out. Like, you can never be.
Oh, it never happened to Shaq. Never.
Or Alonzo.
Never.
Or Dikembe.
Never.
or the day or Oakley.
Never.
Those guys are not letting people just talk to them and push them around. Like Draymond's dope. I like Draymond. We talked about him in that one episode where he was talking about overrated, underrated. But at the end of the day, bro, Draymond's not doing that back in the day because the league's tougher.
Oh, for sure.
But it's like they let these guys, these guys are just softer players.
I just think because like you said, they shoot more threes. I feel as
Even the centers, I don't care if the guards shoot threes. Like Curry, shoot 1,000, you good. Dame, shoot 1,000, you good. Ja, fix your jumper and shoot the three. Shade, hit the three. Luka, hit the three. But it's the fact that freaking Franz Wagner for Orlando, he's got a three, and Cat got a three, and you know what I mean? Any center that you see play, you scroll through your NBA games, every center is shooting threes.
We just need more dunkers, in-game dunkers, like posterized dunkers, like
we got Ant.
Like dunk on you and talk, like
yeah. Well, that's not gonna happen. That's not the league no more.
That's why because
that's not the league no more.
And because even the dunk contest, it's not even
trash.
It's not even great. Like they were talking about getting rid of it, which is crazy.
Even the All-Star, I think it's a mentality though, because even the All-Star game, like they're always like, yeah, we gotta fix the All-Star game. Like
free layup.
It's a 3-point contest or layups
and
or dunks.
Nobody defending.
Nobody's playing defense
until the last 2 minutes.
Even that, they're not really playing defense. I think the thing is, these guys, like, it's a culture shock. People are not impressed. Like, being known for defense is not a thing, right? Like,
unfortunately,
even if you're good, like, if you're a defensive player, like Lou Dort, he a defensive player. All right, yeah, he cares about defense.
Tony Allen,
Draymond, he care about defense. Who's the other guys that's in the league that's playing some good
right
defense? I guess Gobert. It's like I'm good for defense. Josh Hart.
Yes.
He's good. Caruso.
Yes.
Some of the guys that are defense. These guys are defensive minded. But if you're a star, you don't really care about defense. Like Shea is not known for his defense. And Shea offensive bag is crazy.
Yes.
He can shoot the three, he mid range, get to the basket, free throw, 3-level score. But he don't care about defense.
He's long. So like he have long arms.
Yeah,
so that would save him a little bit. That would save him a little bit.
But I'm saying like you have the opportunity to be like very rare are there two-way players. Even back in like 10 years ago, D Wade was a two-way player.
1,000%.
Kobe was a two-way player.
Two-way player, yeah.
Bron was a two-way player. As much as Paul Pierce, I don't like Paul Pierce. As much as I complain about Paul Pierce, he played defense. He took those personal. When he played against Bron and them, bro, he was hand checking. He was playing hard.
Yeah.
He cared about that.
Yeah.
But when you look at freaking nowadays, it's like you think Luka. I know that's your man. You think Luka cares about defense?
Shout out to Luka.
You think Luka cares about defense?
I do. But the issue is
he can't move his feet. He literally takes no pride in his defense. You think who's another guy? You think I guess Ant kind of plays defense.
Ant plays defense.
You think John Moran plays defense?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. John Moran's not. I'm playing defense.
You don't think Ja play defense?
No. Shea's not playing defense.
I give you Shea, but Ja
Moran's not playing defense because he's a point guard, right?
Okay.
So that means he should be pressing you 3/4 court pressure, trying to get the ball out of your hands. He should be an on-ball defender. Man, he's just waiting until you cross the half court, and he's hoping he waits till the shot clock kind of over, and then he goes.
But I feel like most of the point guards are doing that.
You think Jamal Murray plays defense?
No.
Go through him. You think Brunson plays defense?
Compared to who?
To who? Anybody.
Compared to Shah, yes. Compared to Ja Morant, yes. Yes, I actually think
I don't think Brunson plays any defense.
I definitely
don't think Maxey plays defense.
Maxey's just quick.
I don't think Tatum plays defense.
Jason Tatum?
Yeah. They played defense when they had Udoka. and they say, yo, we're going to change our whole philosophy, and we're just going to go to the 3 and like dunks. And they said, we're just going to do that. And ever since then, they won the championship. Shout out to them. You could win that way, but they're not playing defense.
I think he played defense to a certain extent.
Brown does. Jalen Brown does. Tatum doesn't.
I think, like I said, I think Jason Tatum.
Embiid don't play defense.
No.
He's 7'10".
He got knee issues.
It's part of the reason the league is soft.
I feel like the majority of them have knee issues.
He don't play no defense. The Orlando guy, Paolo, he don't play defense. Trae Young don't play defense.
Trae Young. No.
You go down the whole Eastern Conference. Who else?
Eastern? Tyler Hero don't play defense.
But the Heat play defense.
But not Tyler Hero.
But the Heat play defense. Like, Jimmy's going to play defense. Bam's going to play defense. Spo's going to make sure there's some kind of defense. God bless. If Hero wasn't on the Heat, can you imagine what his defense would look like?
Horrible.
LaMelo Ball don't play defense.
No. Lonzo does.
Yeah, but for the 3 games he plays a year.
Hey, man. Hey, man. He's back. The Bulls is coming back.
But like you think of these guys on offense, and it's like they don't play defense. They get the bag playing offense, so they don't even care. And the worst is like when they go against another star, they're not like I'm a score 30. Like Kobe was trying to score 30, and it stopped you from getting 30.
I agree.
And if he scored his 30 and you scored your 30, he wasn't happy.
I agree.
Dwayne the same way. Dwayne broke Kobe nose. In that game, Dwayne was literally like, yo, I got to stop this man. Kobe's coming from my neck. I got to get him. Vince Carter played defense. T-Mac played defense.
Oh, yes.
These guys played defense, and they had more pride in it. Now, the way the NBA is, like, as long as I get my points, I got my sneaker deal. You think Paul George plays defense?
Before he was hurt?
You think Paul George plays?
Paul George? Yeah. He plays. He
don't play no games.
Play more than Kawhi Lillard?
And that's why that team never got anywhere.
For the Clippers?
Yeah.
When they ever get somewhere.
Yeah, but they thought they were going to put that team together and be somebody, and it's like, no. But it's like back in the day, bro, KD don't play defense.
He just long. That's it.
Booker plays defense.
Yes.
Booker plays defense.
Booker always.
We in the West now. Joker plays defense. He's one that does actually play.
Joker is just big.
But he moves his feet. He he guards the rim.
Joker moves slow.
But he plays defense now. The numbers say he played defense.
Okay.
Number 8, Steph. Steph tries.
No.
Steph tries.
No.
Steph tries.
If you say Steph,
he tries.
Then Josh try. Ja Morant try. If you say Steph Curry try, then Ja Morant tries.
Steph does try.
Then Ja Morant tries.
But Ja has more physical traits to be good at defense. Ja should be first, like, all NBA defense.
Bronson played defense. If Steph Curry played. Bronson?
He don't play better defense than Steph.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. He's shorter than Steph.
Oh.
Yeah. He's shorter than Steph.
Who else you said?
And he's slower than Steph.
Who else point guard you said don't play defense? What else you said?
Shea don't. Ja don't. Brunson don't. Maxey don't. Who else we said? Trae Young don't.
Okay. Trae Young compared to Steph. All right, I give you that.
Steph fights, bro. He tries.
Try.
Just like Kyrie. Kyrie tries.
Kyrie plays defense. Kyrie don't play defense.
He plays defense.
No.
They physically can't do all of it, but they play defense, bro. They play defense. Ja is the best athlete in the NBA. Him and freaking Ant. Best athletes in the NBA. So who's better defense? There you go. Ja or Ant-Man? Who's better at defense?
Ant-Man.
Why?
Ant-Man's bigger.
No, that's not just why.
He moved quicker.
He wants to play defense.
For sure.
Last year, in the playoffs he got against KD, he said, I'm trying to guard KD.
But he have that drive mentality.
Then Ja needs to. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm saying if Ja said, you know what? I'm this dunker. You know what I mean? I'm this tough basketball player, but I also want to bring it on the defensive end. if he played defense at least like De'Aaron Fox, bro, he'd
Yeah.
be okay. He'd be
Yeah.
that much better. I'm coming into Memphis. I got to guard Ja, and he's about to guard me. He's contesting my shot. He's running me down on defense. He's moving his feet, his active hands, and he's trying to get a breakaway to go dunk. Like, like imagine if Ja played defense like Westbrook did back in the day. Westbrook older now, but imagine if he didn't.
Yes.
That's a problem, bro. It's like but that's why the NBA is softer because they just nobody has that I want a ball attitude. I want to play defense. I want to lock you up and I want to score on you.
But I feel as though like now, like Ant, he's playing defense, but always that one person who plays defense and everyone else. Like there's not a lot of two-way players like you just mentioned.
No, they're not.
So like Ant, me personally, he's a two-way player.
Yeah.
He can play defense.
Who are the two-way players in the league right now? Ant,
Booker. Yeah.
Booker plays defense.
No,
bro.
no. I'm not disagreeing the defense.
Yeah.
But sometimes he could be inconsistent with the offense. Sometimes.
Sure. But he's
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he's not Jordan. Like you're like, who are we comparing these guys to?
I mean, Booker compared to
Jaylen Brown plays both.
Yeah.
I really like him now. I hated him for a while, but I really like Brown now.
Yeah.
The way he did to Luka in the playoffs, I said okay. In the finals, I said okay.
Yeah.
You're here.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown and
Booker.
Who else we forget?
Any bigs?
Bigs, I guess Joker.
I put Joker. Joker's a good two-way player. He's good enough on defense.
Good enough. He averaged a double-double.
Yeah, he's good enough. He's good enough on defense.
I guess LeBron.
No, his numbers are terrible this year.
But he's 40 years
old. But his
Give
numbers are bad. His numbers are bad.
Give him a
But
break.
he's been a traditional two-way player.
Father Time is.
I'm trying to think who else. Who else?
Trying to think. What else we got? Westbrook?
Older.
But he's still
Not as good as offense. And he's not a star. Like Westbrook, not an all-star.
He's not an all-star?
No. So it's like, yeah, you're good. You're a decent role player on a good team, but not an all-star. And Lakers have any? AD is a two-way player.
Yeah.
AD is a two-way player.
What's that center from the Kings?
The white one?
Mm-hmm.
Sabonis?
Yeah. AD versus AD or Luso.
Sabonis be cooking.
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah. Somewhat.
No.
Somewhat.
That's what I got right now.
Yeah, I think that's
Unfortunately, this is unfortunate. Let's go back to the injuries. If injuries didn't get him,
Kawhi would have been that guy. Zion brought that on himself. Boy eat too much. That's his fault.
I mean, New Orleans food is pretty good. Have you been to New Orleans?
Of course.
It's pretty good. The Creole is pretty good.
Of course. 5th Ward, 4th Ward.
Yeah, I would definitely say Zion if he didn't get hurt.
But I think that's why the numbers are bad in basketball, because it's a softer game. It looks softer. Football, it only looks soft for the quarterback. Yeah. So when people are not watching basketball, it's because it's dunks and threes. And then people get mad at football. They're not watching basketball because of dunks and threes. They're not watching football because they are watching football. Their numbers keep going up and their bag keep getting bigger. But people, when they complain about football being soft, they're really talking about they can't hit the quarterback.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah. And it changes the game because it's like the DN can't be aggressive, so now the defense can't be aggressive. Now the D-line can't be aggressive. The linebacker, the safety can't come down. You know what I mean? I don't think, yeah. So that's what I think, man. I think we could stop there, man. I think that's a good ending. Yes, it's more soft.
Okay.
But football's not more soft, just a quarterback position.
Yes.
And then basketball is more soft because These boys don't care about defense, and they just jacking threes. And it feels like LA Fitness.
LA Fitness.
Looks like at the park. Hey, thank you for tuning in, man. Hey, it's a shock drop episode. We do these time to time. This one's sponsored by the Georgia Educators for Equity and Justice. They're an organization dedicated to elevating the teaching profession with a special focus on creating supportive and empowering environments for Black educators, Georgia, and all of the Southeast. Link is in the bio. The description is in the bio. Make sure you tap in and get with them. My name is Sammy Rigo. This is Sammy Rigo Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.